Hey there, and welcome to Trailblazers, the podcast celebrating women who've done it first and done it differently in Revelstoke and other small mountain towns. I'm your host, Megan Harvey, and on each episode, we dive into the bold, creative, and inspiring women who are shaping their communities, whether it's out on the trails, in the arts, or beyond. Trailblazers is created by photographer and producer Laura Santo, and she's behind the vision, the edits, and the magic of the show. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into it. Today I'm chatting with Leah Poirier. She originally grew up in Ontario but now calls Revelstoke home. She's a teacher with a Master's of Education for Change, and she's also an accomplished rock climber who opened the very first climbing gym in Revelstoke. In her free time, you'll find her out exploring in the woods and sharing moments on her Trail Cam Instagram account, and she's found some really cool wildlife out there. So I'm so excited to have you today, Leah. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So we're going to start with some really basic warm-up questions. The first one's kind of funny. What is the weirdest or most unexpected item that someone has brought into the gym?
I don't know. Maybe carrot cake. It was actually the best made carrot cake. It was for our, I don't know why. This is what my brain went to.
No, I love it.
But I don't know if folks know Lyndon. Am I allowed to say names? Okay.
Shout out Lyndon's carrot cake.
So our really lovely one employee was ending her time with us, and he brought in carrot cake for her, and it was like the best
Oh my gosh.
cake I've ever put in my
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of unexpected that somebody brought a cake.
Yeah.
I thought so. But also we did just play golf in the gym at New Year's Eve.
I saw that.
So that also might be maybe a very unexpected thing to be in the gym.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, a little golf.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
When that you just like you like hit the golf ball at like a piece of fabric. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
and
it's
sticks
actually
to it?
It's called sticky golf.
Sticky golf.
And
yeah.
so yeah, you putt or whatever, hit the golf ball, and then it like sticks if you hit. Hit
fun.
The thing.
Yeah. I actually just golfed for the very first time with my
nice.
dad.
Yeah. How was it?
It's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the golfing. So
It's also about the quality time.
Yeah.
But I was like, I didn't realize how much a golf is looking for the ball.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
my dad would hit it and I'd be like, I have no idea where that went. Like I actually brought binoculars the second time.
That's awesome.
Like,
yeah, it's fun.
Okay, speaking of climbing, what do you wish your climbing superpower, or what is your climbing superpower? Like, is there one thing that you're really good at when it comes to climbing?
I don't know. I do.
Oh, come on.
I like small holds, like got little hands, but I mean, as Laura has also seen, I will hold on for a very long time, but I don't really see that as a superpower. It's it's like, because I'm so like indecisive, so I'm like sitting there like, what do I do? And so it's like a blessing and a curse, because like endurance wise, I will hold on for a very long time, but that doesn't mean I'm actually getting anywhere. But
it means you're super strong because you can hold on for a long time.
But yeah, not in the way I want to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will hold on for a very long time if I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take and I want to send. And then, anyways,
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. What is the most chaotic moment you've had while running a kids climbing camp at your gym?
No, at the gym. I mean, I feel like working with kids is just chaos, a beautiful chaos. Oh gosh, I don't know. With kids?
Has anyone like peed their pants while on the wall or something?
No, not at the gym.
Not that that's ever happened to me.
Not at the gym.
No.
I don't know. The kids are just funny.
Yeah.
Like in
they
general.
Just say
I feel like
stuff.
from the start to end, it's just like this like I mean, that's also teaching. It's like I sometimes wish like somebody needs to start a book of like kid comments of like just statements that children say, because you're like, what
are you talking about?
I really don't know how to answer that.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like chaotically bad has happened. But
do you have like in the gym in particular, do you have like a specific pet peeve that just like makes you question your faith in humanity that people do at the gym?
Yeah, I think I have a few, to be honest.
Okay.
Well, it's just like you say these rules 10 times. It's little things.
Yeah.
It's like tiny things, like people wearing bare feet. And meanwhile, there's like 5 no bare feet signs in the thing. And that kind of bugs me. Not even because it's the bare feet. It's like
it's the reading comprehension.
Yeah, it's like the amount it said and then the signs everywhere.
Yeah.
That.
And also put your toes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is a pet peeve of mine, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think any customers know, and they don't need to.
But
now.
you know, if you're climbing in the Revelstoke gym, just put your toes away.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun question, Laura. These are good. If you're climbing, good job down there. Never read these before.
I actually don't remember those questions. So.
Yeah, it's good. We're getting fresh answers.
Exactly.
If your climbing gear had personalities, which item would be the diva of the group?
I slightly remember this question, and I don't know if I knew how to answer it.
Mm-hmm.
The diva.
Like, who's like really needy, but also like important?
Maybe my helmet.
Yeah.
I get annoyed with my helmet, and it gets really sweaty right here, and like so honestly, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of itchy. It's kind of like,
yeah.
But I need you on my head.
I need you.
Or sometimes quick draws, if I'm sport climbing or not. Especially like I am a little shorter than other people, and so sometimes it's like just like a reach thing, and I'm like, and because on one side, the gate. Well, no, either side. It's straight and like the bottom one is curved, so that's easier to put the rope in. And so I find, and it's stiff on the top one. Sorry if I'm putting my hands in front. It's like, oh, this is hard to explain. Do you got a quick draw on you?
Just a warm up.
I think that sounds like the diva because she's hard to explain.
Well, and just the top draw, it's just sometimes hard to clip.
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll flip the draw. It's easier to,
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I'll use it the way I want to use it.
Yeah.
Not how it's intended.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So speaking of your trail cams, which I can't wait to get into with you. Yeah. What is the strangest thing that your trail cam has ever picked up, animal or otherwise? Strangest. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I know. Okay. So just, like, a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I started getting a northern flying squirrel on this deer carcass. But this one clip, I got to show it to you. The squirrel, it's like some like weird paranormal like activity. It like jumps backwards like out of nowhere.
What? It's just like,
it just like all of a sudden is like in the frame and then like it like backwards flies that way.
Like it's being pulled.
Yes. It's actually the strangest thing. I've watched it. Yeah, it's so weird.
Okay, we're going to watch it later.
Yeah, it's also really sad, but like I've had like some deers come up to like a dead deer carcass and more just sniff it and not eat it, but like it's kind of like a weird view.
Yeah.
But I've also got on camera a pine marten falling on another pine marten and it like bounces off and it makes like this squeak noise. That's pretty funny. Well, maybe not strange, but it's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Animals
good.
are great.
Oh man, yeah. I love watching your trail cams, as I've mentioned to you many times. Okay, well, we're gonna get into more of the hard-hitting, serious interview questions now. Yes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I would love to know, you're from Ontario.
Yeah.
I'm also from Ontario. I would love to know how you came to live in Revelstoke and when and how did that all happen for you?
Yeah. So my oldest sister, there's 4 of us, and Colette, my oldest sister, moved here first. She moved here over, I think, 15 years ago now. Yeah, she moved here, and then there's quite a big age gap between her and I. So I would come visit her in the summers and come live with her, and then I continued that all through university. and now it's home.
Yeah.
So I came here because of my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is still
cool.
here.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, that's so nice too to have your
Yeah.
sister in town, and that helps to then like I can't imagine just moving to a random town with no family or connections, you know, and trying to make it work there. Like I find that so impressive when people do that. So
Oh, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, having family here is like a big part of how and why I've stayed. And like Colette, I mean, all my sisters have been like such big role models, but like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm here because of her too.
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Mm.
Did you start climbing with Colette, or was that
Yeah.
Tell me about like your early, like Leah's
Yeah.
early climbing days.
So my oldest sister Colette introduced me to climbing. I think I was 8 years old. There was 2 times. I don't know which one came first, but there was a small gym where I grew up, which isn't there anymore. But she brought me there because I think she actually worked there. But she also went to school in Pembroke with the outdoor program there. And so she took us outdoor climbing somewhere there. But just instantly, like I just loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was the coolest thing, and my older sister's cool, and she does it, and my brother-in-law. But then she kind of like left me. Well, like because of the age gap, she like went on traveling and stuff. So she like kind of planted the seed and then left. And then I like loved the climbing. And my mom would sometimes drop us off at the gym, but it not that often. And then it wasn't until university that I really started like well actually no, because in the summers through high school I would come live with Colette and my brother-in-law Mark, and so it was like I guess in high school it's only 2 months summer, but then like a lot of climbing and then back to school, and then a lot of climbing back to school, and then I went to school in Thunder Bay and climbed a lot there.
Right. Yeah, because you also did like an outdoor program there. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
But
what was climbing like in Revelstoke like 15 years ago, or like when you first started coming here? Like were there a lot of routes already established? There was what was that like?
I feel like the classics are still the classics, like to this day. It was great. A little less crowded.
Yeah.
I mean, even still, we're not that crowded yet in the Revy, and I hope we don't get there. But it was good. Like I still to this day go back and climb what I did when I was 16 years old, whether it's for a warm up or just to enjoy. It's really fun, like getting on routes. Like I think of like my first project I had in town at Shakedown, and now like I think about that every time I go there. Like it has a really special spot in my heart because I'm like, I projected this when I was like 16, 17 years old, and now
it's your warm up.
Well, kind of. But so.
Yeah. That's cool. That like to still be in a place that was like so like foundational to your learning and to like you growing to love the sport and to still be climbing in the same areas. Cool.
I did a lot of firsts here with climbing. And it's still just as good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
And like a lot has developed, and there's still room for so much more development, which is cool. And it's cool. Obviously, over the years, I've met a lot more people, so I see a lot more people out and stuff. And it's gotten a little more busy, but
the community is growing.
Louder. I said that we wouldn't be talking in this podcast. Remember?
Oh, that's really funny.
I think that she
do a cat blooper.
When people are talking, she's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
So you're speaking about like developing, like the climbing, developing in the region. You've developed it a lot, I feel.
I wouldn't say a lot, but a little bit.
But opening the first climbing gym in town, Quartzsite, how did that idea come about? And what was the biggest challenge in getting it open?
Yeah, I feel like it's always been talked about, like long before Patrick and I, even my sister and brother-in-law, I remember they talked about it when I was like super young. I feel like almost every climber in Revy has thought about it or dreamt about it on some scale. But yeah, my partner and I, both very passionate climbers, and my sister as well. We have like call them woodies, or like just like walls. She has one in her basement. We had one in our garage, and so those were like our indoor climbing through the winter.
Right.
And that's kind of how. Well, there was like this culture. We would go around to all these woodies and like it was fun. That was like our indoor climbing. But again, it was always just talked about. And then just over the years, kind of more seriously, we started looking at spaces and, you know, talking the fun stuff like financials and stuff.
Yeah.
And and then it just like kind of found a space with a person. Well, not really with a person, but through a person.
Right.
And
it kind of just like worked out where you found the right location.
Yeah.
And then the fun part begins of like sourcing all the equipment, building it out. Like, and
the
that
building
took a
was
long time.
hard because it wasn't just like a turnkey, like a building.
Right.
Cool, let's throw a climbing gym in it. It's like there was a lot of leasehold improvements and we had to put in walls and all this fun stuff. But so we opened in May 2024. But really, I would say it came from just like a strong passion of climbing and wanting a bigger space, like than those little garages and basements for the climbing community to come together. And even like I do tell a lot of people, at least I can speak for myself, like opening a business wasn't the dream. It was having a space for the climbers to come and climb
for the community.
Yeah. And I'm very proud to say that's what it is. Yeah.
No, it's a huge accomplishment because like you said, it's like there's been years and years of everyone who's been climbing in Revelstoke saying, oh yeah, there should be a climbing gym here. Why hasn't anyone opened a climbing gym? And it was you and Patrick and you know, who actually were like, okay, let's look into like seriously how we can do this. And it was a lot of hard work and I know it was
it was a lot
and
of hard
like
work.
you were working full time and also it's in school.
I had just like I literally just finished my master's and I actually like overloaded the semester before to finish my master's because I knew I couldn't do all three. I could not teach, be in school and start the gym. I was like, I'm out, like I'm tapped out. But
even just like working full time, teaching and running a gym, you know, also that's also a lot. So
it can be.
You're a good multitasker.
But definitely, thanks. Like the biggest crux was definitely finding space, and I know that stopped a lot of people in the past.
Right.
We just kind of got lucky, but also worked with relationships we had developed over the years. I think that is key to your success was like being like someone who's lived here for a long time and has like roots in the community and what's been one of the most surprising things since opening the gym that you found? I think how many people climb. Like indoors especially,
right?
There are people who are indoor climbers and that kind of blows my mind a little. And it's just like, so it's like cool. Like so many people come in and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you climb, you're a really good climber. And I had no idea who you were.
Right.
And so that's been really cool and surprising to see how many people there are like that. Cause I'm like, it's a nice eye opener. It's like, cool. Yeah.
Totally.
Like I've never seen you at the Craig before. Kind of thing.
But like, you're like sending it at the gym.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. And as a very strong climber yourself, come on, we're tooting your horn here. This is what we're supposed to do, but you are. How has owning a gym changed your personal relationship with the sport? Like, have you seen, I'm sure it's like there's frustrating aspects of running a business and running the gym. Has it tainted anything about the sport or has it made you love it more? Like how has that changed for you?
Yeah, I feel like just like time and energy wise has been the biggest factor, which anything would do that. And so just like, like the last few years of my life, it's been harder to get out and climb as much as I used to, which makes me sad. I'm definitely still more an outdoor climber than indoor climber. And so, but the indoor climbing's been great. I do like it has helped my climbing overall. And even though I haven't been able to get outdoors as much, like having an indoor space has helped maintain that strength and I guess confidence on the rock. But like for a while, with that space in particular, not necessarily the sport, like I had a hard time, more so right when we opened, I had a hard time separating that space from like a workspace.
Right.
I think I've gotten over that.
And
but
it helps,
I
like,
did
as
notice that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like I want
Because you're probably
to
in
be
there
here.
for like 12 hours a day.
Oh, especially with
or-
the building and stuff.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just
You're like,
needed
"Get me
a
outta here."
break from the place. And,
Yeah.
And
So as you get
know.
more employees and you don't have to be in there as much, then
Yeah.
you can arrive and be like, okay, I'm here to climb, not
Yeah.
to.
It's nice. I can go there more for fun.
Yeah.
I feel like you always get pulled with little things when you're there, but it is more, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's great. Like it's helped like make more connections with other people who climb and stuff. And so that's, yeah, I feel like I have more climbing friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. So next up, I wanted to talk about one of your big commitments in that Quartzsite has, which is the commitment to inclusivity. So, you know, you have involvement with organizations like Open Mountains. So why is it so important, do you think, inclusivity for the climbing community?
Yeah, that's like a very layered question, I feel like. Especially as like a woman myself, I think it's really important to like show that it is for everybody. And whether we like it or not, climbing is still a male dominated sport. I mean, I see that still in the gym, even though we have a rad female climbing community, very strong and just present as well.
Yeah.
But it is male dominated. And so just not long ago, my sister and I ran a women's clinic, and that was just like magic. And that kind of like spoke to what it was we wanted. Well, myself at least, and my sister. My sister's such a huge part in my climbing career.
Totally.
And so it was my sister, myself, and then my niece Lily all there together running it. And it was just so powerful. And the comments I got from so many girls and women, it was like, just like, it was so like celebrated that we were there together, and it just felt so nice. And yeah, it's mostly the feedback we got was like, I don't know the right word. It was just so like reassuring and empowering, because I think I've been a little blinded. I've been so fortunate with my sister being the main person getting me started. And then I just like, I hear it from so many women of like, what's the word I want? Like people, like they feel intimidated to come into the gym, and whether or not it's gender based or not, it's like, I don't really know what I'm doing, or I'm not comfortable in this space yet. And so to have that space, and we made it very clear that we wanted it to be like a safe space, not just physically, but also emotionally.
Yeah.
And just the women were so receptive and so appreciative, and it was just like magical, and it just felt so good. And we had like the best feedback, and we'll definitely do another one, but it just like that spoke like wonders to just having that space be more inclusive. But we've also done not just for women, but with Open Mountains and with queer Revelstoke and stuff. And yeah, it's extremely important. And if we can remove whatever the barrier is, whether it be price or you know, any emotion or anything it is that's holding people back to get in there, you know, I want to take that away if I can. So that is important, because it's a sport for everybody. Like it really is, like everybody, regardless of your gender, even regardless of your size or anything, like it's so specific to your body. Climbing as a sport, it's not like other sports where it's like, you know, where like your body size or amount of muscle you have really,
you need
really
to be
matters.
this tall, or you need to have like really strong quads, or
there's like so many like tricks and techniques, like even creativity, like flexibility, endurance, like all these different things that aren't just to you know, a specific body,
right? Like physicality. There's
so much more.
That's so special. I think women spaces or women plus inclusive spaces where, you know, it just takes away a certain level of anxiety that a lot of women are operating at, of like, oh, I need to look a certain way, I need to act a certain way, whether it's, you know, gender conditioning or what have you, just to be like, even to, you know, be able to go to the washroom whenever they want and not be like, oh my God, really? Again? Like, okay, girls gotta pee. Like,
or wherever the conversation takes of whatever it is that girls deal with more. And like,
it's like talking about like hormone cycles and like, hey, maybe you're not climbing at a certain level right now because you're in your luteal phase or whatever.
Exactly.
And like, that's normal.
Yeah. And these conversations actually came up on our Women's Day as well. And it's just great to like have a space where everybody feels comfortable to share that, because I know some people are, but some people aren't. And even just being in a new space with new people, kind of take away the idea of it just being a sport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just, it's also like, it's a place to play and have fun and tap into moving your body and being creative, like you said, exercising your brain. Yeah.
So. I love that you said play, because I value play so much, and that's my play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I really want to come to the next women's one.
Yes.
Let me know when it comes.
I see it within less than 24 hours, we were like filled up.
Oh, wow.
And then instantly my sister and I are like, well, like we got to do
we will do the demand is there.
Demand is there. I'm kind of sad that we've done other intro to bouldering just to everyone, but I kind of wish we did the women's one earlier on, because it's just so awesome.
Yeah. Well, you got all the time in the world now to do it. Do you have maybe a specific moment or story from the gym? And it's not just from the Women's Day, but maybe like another event that you held, or just a random day at the gym that kind of just reflects on the kind of community that you're trying to build at the gym. Like,
we've had really great feedback, which is so wonderful and appreciated. Like every good piece of feedback has been awesome. But one that does stick out to me, which was actually from the Women's Day, a coworker of mine, I mentioned it to her one day, and it was very last minute, and I was like, oh, just come, like, don't worry about it, like, just show up. And then she did show up. She was a few minutes late, which we didn't care. But it was her first time there, first time ever trying climbing, and she was so lovely to have there. But she wrote the most beautiful email to us afterwards, just saying, I was so nervous about being late and coming there in the first place, and you folks opened like the doors, like, and I just, all my worries went away. I didn't feel bad about it. And the way she wrote it, I forwarded it to my sister instantly. I just I can't repeat what she said. It was so beautiful. But it was wonderful to know that she felt not judged and okay, to be late or whatever. Because like, I could imagine someone like myself just like sitting in the car being like, okay, I'm gonna go into this new space I've never been into with people I don't know. Like, do I just drive home right now, or do I, maybe she was late because she was spending those extra 2 minutes just like hyping herself up in the car. But she came in, she was a rock star. So fun to have her there.
That's awesome. Oh, I love that. That's so great. What's next for programming? You said that you would love to have another Women's Day. Are there other kinds of programs that you would love to do? Like other kinds of organizations or communities in Revelstoke that you'd like to tap into and do some more collaborative stuff? You have lots of ideas.
There's tons we want to do, and definitely really value the relationships we've already formed, and hopefully continue to work with that, because it's like in a nice way, it kind of fell in our lap with a lot of these events and programs.
Right.
We also have a lot of people come to us being like, hey, I want to bring my whatever group here. And so that's great. And we want to keep doing that. There's a lot of programming we want to start. I feel like we're still learning more so, like with staff. Like, and honestly, like, I'm not going to lie, it's hard. Like, I want to do it all. But I can't teach and then go do kids programs, however many days a week. But I want to so bad because I love it. So we're still kind of learning, like time management wise and staff
the logistics
wise.
Of it.
Lots of programming though. And we'll continue, like we're starting another youth program.
Oh, nice.
Any day now.
Like
my partner wants to start like an adult training program. Again, I want to start it too, but time. But just more events like that. And it's so crazy to think that we're like a year and a half in now. And like that's still so new in the grand scheme of things, right? And like you still have
you're still like figuring it out for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Like, in terms of staffing or communications, like all that, everything that has to go into a business, like you're still very much in the thick of it.
I'm still learning.
Still learning.
Yeah.
But
great. Lots of programming we want to do. We do want to expand the gym eventually. But all in due time.
Yeah. You're still, you did something that many people in Revelstoke have been trying to do for a long time. So
But then there's always so much more.
There's always more. Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah.
You're doing enough right now, by the way.
But it is hard when, and like obviously like no one's to blame because people come and ask us all the time, like, oh, like, are you going to do this? Are you going to offer this? And and it's like, yes, like we want to, but then it's like kind of hard to go from there.
Totally. Yeah. You're like, I only have so many hours in a day, only 2 hands, there's only one of me. Yeah.
Things slowly but surely evolve.
Yeah, so there's like a huge demand for what you're doing, what you're offering. Why do you think that a climbing gym, like a physical space like what you've built, is so important in a mountain town like Revelstoke?
Many reasons. I think one of the like with a business lens, like we just really recognize that there's a huge lack in indoor recreation,
right?
Especially for overall a very active town. Also, like in Revelstoke, we have a lot of rain, and in the winter we have shorter days and stuff. And like it's the skiing obviously is phenomenal, but also you're done at 3 or whatever. And so just the need of indoor recreation we saw was there. And then there's like a million other wonderful things like community and bringing people together and stuff like that.
No, it's so true. And like people, like a good chunk of people who live here share similar values of like active lifestyles. They like to challenge themselves. They like to, socialize, but in an active way. So
exactly. Well, we have a lot of people coming to the gym and they claim or say, they're not climbers. Whatever that means. But it's a very social scene. And that's actually been kind of, I don't know if it's been super surprising, but when I'm in the gym and I just look at all these people and it's very social and it's just like socializing in an active way, kind of like like you talked about golf, like my coworkers and I will go golf because we'd rather socialize there than sit, I don't know, anywhere else, like at a bar.
Totally. It's healthier. It's why like run clubs have become huge,
just like that community coming together.
That just got me thinking, has there been any Quartzsite love stories of people who've met at the gym?
Oh, I don't know this.
I want to name any names, but
Probably. We could do a date night, Laura.
You could do a Valentine's.
Oh my God. Singles climbing.
Find your relationship.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of punny things around climbing.
Me, I'm always like, so what's the gossip?
Well, okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I won't say names. Like one of our last staff, like she met her boyfriend through the gym, and they're still together.
The power of rock climbing.
I also know like some other dramas of like people broken up and then be like,
we won't get into that here. Turn the cameras off.
Small space.
Season 2 drama at the climbing gym.
But I don't know. I want to know now though.
But I think like overall, bringing it back to the question, it's about like a space for people to gather. I think we talk a lot. I've heard people talking recently about like the lack of a third space, like whether you have your home, you have your work, and then like where do you go that third space to socialize with other people that doesn't cost a lot of money, right? To go to a bar or a coffee shop or a restaurant, you can go to the library, but you're supposed to be really quiet in there, So like, where do people go to talk and get to know each other and form ideas and that climbing gym is a great spot. A third space. Yeah. Well, speaking of, building a space where people can come and socialize and also, exercise, how do you think that climbing can foster like personal growth and mental well-being?
Oh, well, I'm biased, but climbing's awesome. And like it's such a mental and a physical sport. And I was actually just reading something the other day about how it talks about like when you break into like the harder climbs, it really technique is going to trump strength. And so I think that kind of tends to like how important like your mental state is, and how I just like I know I can like personally like I feel like climbing has like offered a lot of self-reflection, and the way I think and react on the rock is like a mirror of how I think and react off the rock, of freezing and holding on and just being indecisive and can't making a decision. I do that both on the rock and off the rock. And can you repeat the question?
Yeah, of course. How do you think that climbing can foster someone's personal growth or mental well-being?
Okay, yeah. So I'm on track, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Climbing is a big metaphor for life.
Yeah, and there's some great books around that that can say it much better than I can. But yeah, there's so much self-reflection, and like I said, just mentally, and there's days, I mean, every day my climbing performance can fluctuate and be so different because of mainly my mental state. And sometimes for whatever reason, whatever it is in me, I'm like, I don't want to go up, or like whatever it is in me, I'm like, for whatever reason right now, I don't want to fall, where another day I'm just like flinging my body everywhere and fine with it. So it just like is such a, take a minute and think, okay, why am I feeling this way? And like, and sometimes you just got to practice it, or, shift your brain to look at it differently and be like, okay, am I actually in danger right now, or whatever. But yeah, there's so much self-reflection in climbing, I find. And like I said, like for real, like the way I think and react on the rock is I do it in life.
Yeah, I think that's so fascinating and something that I've recently been looking into. Like for me, my sport is skiing, and so I've started to think about like my nervous system when I ski and how that's related to like whatever else is going on in my life.
Yeah. But, and I know like a lot of sports, I'll talk about the flow state and finding that flow state. And there's so much mental to it. And like, again, with climbing, it's like, there's like that added, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, there's that added like creativity side of how you look at it, of whatever problem you want to get up. And it's so unique. Yeah, you can watch other people do it and it helps to see beta, but really it comes down to knowing yourself and your body, whether it's physically or, I hate to jump, and not because I physically can't, I just don't want to. And so I'm going to look at that problem and be like, oh, maybe I'm going to grab this tiny foothold instead, do a high foot or whatever it is. So there's like, knowing yourself and knowing like, or like some climbs, like I'm just like, no, like I don't want to do that. I know I don't want to get on that climb.
Right.
Like there's like these STEMI climbs that scare the out of me because I don't want to fall. And I'm just like, nope, like I don't want to do that.
That's not for me. Yeah. How do you think that your climbing has evolved? Like, because you've been climbing for so long, like you said, since you were 8. Yeah. How do you think your climbing has evolved as you've matured?
Well, so again, bringing it back to like technique over strength. Yeah. I do find climbing fascinating for this because, and so myself, I do think, I hope, my technique has gotten better over time. And, reality is I'm getting older. Strength maybe isn't going up, but technique can. And in climbing, like if you go over to like Europe and stuff, like there's people in like their 70s just going up like things that people project here. And it's because of technique. If anything, like over strength. And so, yeah, I like to think that my technique has evolved more. And just, the more you do it, the more you learn tips and tricks. And I've also like had like I've developed like mental techniques too of like, self-talk and what to say to myself or what to do or how to breathe or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that is really interesting to me because you're alone up on the wall, right? Yeah. Like, so you kind of have to be your own coach. Like as much as people down below can be like a little to your right or whatever, but you're the one who's got to really.
Yeah. And there's definitely situations, Lauren, I've been in some, of like you're up, on a multi-pitch or a mountain and sometimes, you get these feelings of, either not wanting to do it or like, oh, we need to like change our plans or whatever. And it's just like, needing to like stop and really like, I don't know, gather yourself and do what you got to do kind of thing. But then again, bringing it back, like there's so much self-growth in that. And then like reflection wise, looking back. And this is the fun part about projecting too, like having a route and can't do it. Think about it, retry, let's try something different. There's so much reflection and readjusting. And so, it's fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I forget the saying, but it's like, like you fail 99% or you literally fall 99% of the time to climb the climb once. And then you're like, cool.
You're like, sweet, I did that.
Yeah, check.
And next, what are we doing?
Next,
yeah. Looking forward for Quartzsite and climbing in Revelstoke, where do you hope the gym is in 5 years, or where do you hope the community is in 5 years?
I really hope we have a bigger space, which we're working on, and I feel confident we'll get there, but I do hope that. And I just hope like our relationships with those programs and events and stuff just continue to evolve, because those are the nights that like, it just like, that's the reason why we wanted it. If everyone coming together, everybody's happy and climbing, and it's just lovely.
Yeah. That's a good vision for the future. Yeah. Bigger and more inclusive and more programming.
Bigger in like all the ways.
Yes.
Not just space.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
But also not like too big. Like we like the homey gym. You know? Yeah.
Not crazy. Let's not get crazy here.
No.
Yeah. So one thing that people might not know about you, you're known around town as Leah the Climber, or Leah the Teacher, but you're also this very avid outdoors woman who is a sponsored trail cam enthusiast. A trail cammer?
I don't know.
What's the word?
I don't know the right name.
I guess we could come up with that.
Yeah.
So you, I would love to know how you got into tracking animals and setting up trail cams, and it's a really interesting thing that you do. I feel like you bring everyone in town kind of knows that we live in a very rural, wild area, but we don't really often get to see animals like moose or wolverines or even bears a lot of the time. So I feel like you bring that, you capture these moments of wildness, and then you post it on social media, and it's like, whoa, that's crazy, that's happening in our backyard. So how did you get into tracking animals and being a woods woman?
Well, where I grew up at my cottage in Ontario, in Mattawa, but it's a little cabin in the woods, no electricity, no running water. And so I really grew up in the woods.
Off grid. Yeah.
And I owe it all to my parents. And my dad is, a big hunter. And so I grew up hunting and fishing, and I just grew up doing it. And I was very much a tomboy. My friends were the frogs and stuff. Like that was my life. And then I just kind of continued that. I went to school for outdoor recreation. And then moving to Revelstoke, this is like an outdoor playground for real. I just kind of grew up with it. And coming to Revelstoke, climbing's great for this because it brings you out in the woods so much. And I would always kind of be wandering off the crag of just like, I like to go where people haven't been. And so I just kind of always did that. And then, I've always done that. I love looking for antlers. I love looking for carcasses and bones. I find it really interesting. And so
your earrings are beautiful. You made those?
I did, from a mule deer shed.
Those are stunning.
Thank you. And so my partner got me a trail cam for Christmas last Christmas, because he knows I'm in the woods so much. And so it was phenomenal gift. Probably the best one. And so I got really lucky.
Well done.
After Christmas, I found a dead moose. And so I set up the cam on the dead moose. And then within a week, there was these wolverines coming, and just instantly I was just hooked. And then I started an Instagram account because it was a place to put the footage. And then I got sponsored probably because of the Wolverines. And then I got so many more cams. And then, now I just put these cams everywhere, and it's fun. Like we really do live in this place where in our backyard, there's these beautiful animals just living life, and it's so cool. And it's just like trail cam is such a cool like privilege to see what the animals do when
no one's there.
When humans don't interfere, and so like you see so much more, and it's really cool. It's beautiful.
It is. Yeah. You're like a fly on the wall in the forest, or like a fly on the tree, and you're just like,
it feels like it's really cool. And it really does feel like a privilege to like be able to have technology, to have the eyes to record what was happening when we weren't there to disturb or be in the way. And so it's really, it's cool.
Yeah. You recently posted a video of some eagles on what is it, a moose carcass?
It was a deer.
A deer carcass.
Yeah.
And that was so cool because you think like eagles are typically eating fish, right? They're like grabbing them out of the river. Yeah. But like it just, you don't really.
Yeah. So in the winter, fishing is so much more scarce or scarce. I don't know how to say that one. So they go more to like carrion, dead stuff. Yeah.
Scavenging.
Yeah. But I find it fascinating, and I really do love the whole like circle of life and how it really is a circle. And it is sad that these animals die, but then to see how many animals benefit from it, and it doesn't go to waste. Like last year with the moose, those wolverines ate every single bone. I really wanted to take the spine to make a lamp. Yeah. But they ate it. They ate it all.
That's wild.
Yeah. It was so cool. Yeah. But
and how do you find without giving away all your secrets, but like it is quite impressive that you go and you're able to find like these massive carcasses. How do you do you just drive in a Highway 23 North and then just start walking until you find something?
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I love it. And I have my dog, and I love looking for antlers, and I find a lot when I'm doing that. But I owe it all really to the birds. To the ravens, to the eagles. In
so you see them like flying around, and you're like, oh, I think something.
Yeah. Anytime I see more than like 2 birds, I'll usually pull over and just take a look. And so I owe it to the birds.
Yeah. Thank you, birds.
Yes. Thank you, birds.
Yeah.
I can't take the credit.
That's so cool. Yeah.
But it's fun.
And you do a lot of it alone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it alone. It's like, I have my dog.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But
Tufa, right?
Yeah, Tufa.
Yeah.
It's like my reset time. But also, I can go way more into like how not alone I feel with like the plants and the animals, and it's like you really like stop and you listen and I don't know. Yeah, it's good. I love it.
Good for the brain, especially after a long day or a long week of chaos, like teaching children.
Both teaching and the gym are very overstimulating jobs.
I can imagine.
So going into the woods is nice.
Well, thank you for sharing it with us.
Like
it's cool that you're bringing something that fills your cup, but then you're also like putting it out into the world and teaching us about like, hey, I would never have known that eagles. I would have never known that animals do this. I would have never known like that certain animals like behave in certain ways. I would have never thought that a wolverine would like scavenge and eat a whole moose.
And there was 4 different wolverines coming to the moose, but I actually got 3 of them on the camera together, which like was mind blowing for me because everything I've ever read about wolverines is like how solitary they are and how elusive they are. But it was just like mind blowing, and it was so cool to like so many different like actions of the animals, of what they do, and they're
funny
cool. Oh, they're hilarious. Yeah. But
I like the one where a black bear like grabs a deer.
Oh yeah.
And he just like runs away with it like a dog with
like
a
it's
toy
like a feather too.
Yeah.
This whole deer carcass. Yeah. That like blew my mind.
Yeah. That was pretty extraordinary.
Yeah.
Well, we always end with the same question, which is the podcast obviously is called Trailblazers, and we would love to know who your trailblazer is in your life.
Yeah, so I would have to say my sister Colette. I owe a lot to her. She's been a phenomenal role model she's the oldest of us all, and she's been such a great leader for all of us, and just leading such a great life. Obviously, she introduced me to climbing, and so I really don't know where my life would be without her. But she's like the hardest worker I've ever met. Like, yeah, she works harder than anyone I know. And she's a phenomenal mother, and like she's brought my niece and nephew into this world who I love so dearly and are so cool. She's a trailblazer.
Yeah.
She's rad.
Colette.
Yeah, Colette.
Love you, Colette.
Yeah, so many people know her in town, which they should.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of working at the same company as her.
So many people ask me, "Are you related to Colette?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yes.
Yes, I am. So I feel like I've always been known as Colette's sister, and that's great, fine by me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming and chatting with us today, and about your life climbing, and how you've built it into something that you share with others, and have actually built a space for the community here in Revelstoke. I think that has made a huge impact in town. And I think you're awesome, and I love what you do with your trail cams. So yeah. And it's just been like such a pleasure to get to know you as well.
Yeah,
so,
ditto.
Yeah. Well, that is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to Trailblazers, and we'll catch you next time.